Hey everyone, welcome back to Wisdom Imbibe, where we start a new show, Book Talk with Friends. I'm here with my buddy Alex, and today we're diving into one of the most life-changing books I've ever read.
Oh man, you've been raving about this book for weeks. What's got you so excited?
Atomic Habits by James Clear. Dude, this book literally changed how I think about building good habits and breaking bad ones.
Atomic Habit. That sounds scientific. Is it one of those boring self-help books?
That's exactly what I thought, but trust me, it's the complete opposite. Clear makes it so simple and practical. Before we jump in, if you want to grab your own copy, I've put the Amazon link in the description below, and it really helps support our channel when you use our link.
All right, so what's the main idea? What makes this different from other habit books?
The core concept is this: forget about setting goals, focus on systems instead. Clear argues that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems.
Wait, what? Don't set goals? That sounds backwards.
I know, right? But think about it this way. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds. That's your goal. But what happens after you lose those 20 pounds? Most people gain it back because they didn't build the system, the daily habits that keep them fit.
Oh, so it's like the goal is the destination, but the system is the vehicle that gets you there.
Exactly. And Clear breaks this down into what he calls the 4 laws of behavior change. These are like the operating instructions for building any habit.
4 laws?
Okay, break them down for me. First law, make it obvious. Second, make it attractive. Third, make it easy. Fourth, make it satisfying.
That sounds simple, but I bet there's more to it. Give me an example of how this actually works.
Perfect. Let's say you want to read more. Most people say, I want to read 50 books this year, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, that's me every January.
Here's how you'd use the 4 laws instead. Make it obvious. Put a book on your pillow every morning when you make your bed. When you see it at night, it's your cue to read.
Smart.
What about make it attractive? Pair it with something you already love. Maybe you only drink your favorite tea or coffee while reading, or you read in your coziest spot in the house.
I like where this is going. Make it easy?
Start ridiculously small. Don't aim for an hour, aim for 1 page. Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. Any habit should take less than 2 minutes to do. 1 page?
That seems almost too easy.
That's the point. Clear says you can't improve a habit that doesn't exist. Once you're reading 1 page consistently, your brain starts to identify as someone who reads. Then you naturally want to read more.
And make it satisfying?
Track your progress visually. Maybe you have a calendar where you put an X for every day you read. Clear talks about how our brains are wired for immediate rewards, so you need to feel good about the habit right away.
This is making so much sense. But I have to ask, what about bad habits? How do you break those?
Brilliant question. You flip the 4 laws. Make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying.
Can you give me a real example?
Sure. Let's say you want to stop checking your phone so much. Make it invisible, keep it in another room. Make it unattractive, change your phone wallpaper to something that reminds you of your goals instead of something fun.
What about make it difficult?
Log out of all your social media apps and remove them from your home screen. Now you have to type in passwords and search for apps every time. That friction makes you think twice.
And make it unsatisfying?
Have an accountability partner. Every time you catch yourself mindlessly scrolling, you owe them $5 or have to do push-ups.
Okay, this system is genius. But I have to ask, doesn't this take forever to see results?
That's the beauty of it. Clear talks about the plateau of latent potential. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a room. The temperature rises from 25 to 31 degrees. Nothing happens. but at 32 degrees, it melts.
So the work you do early on isn't wasted even if you don't see results.
Exactly. Your habits might not seem to make a difference on any given day, but they deliver massive results over months and years. He calls it the power of atomic habits, tiny changes that compound into remarkable results.
You mentioned identity earlier. How does that fit in?
This might be the most powerful part of the book. Clear says every action is a vote for the type of person you want to become. When you write 1 page, you're voting to be a writer. When you do 10 push-ups, you're voting to be an athlete.
So it's not just about the habit itself, but about who you're becoming.
Exactly. Instead of saying, I want to quit smoking, you say, I'm not a smoker. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, you say, I'm a runner who's training for a marathon.
That's a completely different mindset. Any other big takeaways?
Yes, the concept of habit stacking. You take a habit you already do consistently and stack a new habit on top of it. Give me an example. After I pour my coffee, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. You're using the existing habit as a trigger for the new one.
This book sounds like it's packed with practical strategies. What would you say to someone who's tried to build habits before and failed?
Clear addresses this. He says the problem isn't you, it's your system. If you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you, the problem is your system. Bad habits repeat themselves not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change.
That's actually really encouraging. It's not about willpower or motivation?
Nope. Clear argues that motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more than motivation. If you want to eat healthier, don't rely on willpower. Design your kitchen so healthy food is the easiest option.
Before we wrap up, any final thoughts on why this book is worth reading?
If you read one book about personal development this year, make it this one. It's not about making dramatic changes, it's about getting 1% better every day. And Clear backs everything up with research and real-world examples.
All right, you've convinced me. I'm definitely picking up a copy.
Awesome. And for everyone watching, if you want to grab Atomic Habits, I've put the Amazon link in the description below. And it really helps support our channel when you use our link.
And seriously, if you try even one strategy from this book, let us know in the comments how it goes.
Absolutely. Which habit are you going to start with? Let us know below. Don't forget to like this video if it was helpful and subscribe for more book conversations just like this one.
Until next time, remember, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be 1% better.
See you in the next video.